Salutations, friends! Today's video is going to be something super special because the product is super special, and I know it's been all over Instagram, all over Tumblr, all over beauty bloggers, beauty vloggers. Everyone's been talking about it because it's a very special collaboration. And I'm talking about the Grav3yardgirl Swamp Queen Tarte palette. And this was a collaboration between Tarte and Bunny, and I am super excited that I was able to get my hands on it, and I am super excited to review it for you today. Alright, first off, can we just talk about how cute this packaging is? I love it. It's got a little bit of a texture, it's got this adorable little alligator, and it looks like it's wood. I love it. And then I also want to talk about the inside because that's why everyone's here. I'm not going to do any swatches because there's tons of swatches all over the internet, and because my lighting is a little weird in here, I'm filming in here again because my cats are still destroying my house. It's really hard for me to film in there midday, so the lighting in here wouldn't give you a true example of what these swatches are, what the colors really are, so I would recommend looking at a more legitimate beauty bloggers, vloggers, Tumblr, because they'll give you better swatches. But I did want to talk about it. So the inside is really, it's pretty in gold. It's got this, you can see my ceiling, it's made of wood, this giant mirror, and then it's got these eyeshadows, and then these are like cheek colors, or like face makeup, but you can also use them pretty much anywhere. The rule of thumb goes is like, it's powder, it's makeup, you do what you want with it. There's no rules. So I want to talk about, first off, I've been wearing this for a few days. I'm wearing it today. In fact, everything on my face but my foundation and my finishing powder and my lipstick is from this palette. So that way you can see how it looks like in poor lighting to get an idea of how it looks by someone who's not a makeup artist putting it on. So, you know, kicking things. You can get a real world result if you're not the best at putting on makeup. So I'm going to quickly take off my glasses. I don't know if you can see my eyeshadow. I'm wearing, on my lids, I'm wearing hashtag SFS, Big Baby, Natural Peaches, and Dogman is what I'm wearing on my lids today. And then obviously I bronzed with Sweet Tea. I used Does This Thing Really Work for my blush, and I highlighted with Gator Wings, which, holy crap, this is some intense, in the most positive, ethereal, amazing way highlighter. So this highlighter is incredible. Anyway, let me tell you a little bit about this palette, what I liked and what I didn't like, and then you can decide if you want to try and snag one of these. These are limited edition. Once they're sold out, they will not be available anymore. I don't know when they're going to be available in stores. I got mine on Ulta.com, but I do know that there's going to be stagnated releases. I think they're going to be available at Sephora.com. I don't know if they're going to be available in Sephora in stores. Ulta.com, I think they're going to be in Ulta stores. And I know that they're going to be at like the JCPenney stores that have the Sephoras inside. At least that's what I know so far. Maybe even Macy's. Again, I'm not too sure. You can go to Bunny's YouTube. She gives you all the information. It's Grav3yardgirl. I'll link it below. If you're unfamiliar with her, where have you been? She's got like 7 million followers. She's incredible. But anyway, back to the palette. Alright, first things first, my dislikes. I want to talk about my dislikes real quick because they're very minimal, and then I can just gush about this palette because it's pretty much what I'm going to be doing this whole video. My only dislike of this palette is that Gator Wings, and this is going to be so stupid, it's a little bit too soft. It gets a lot of fallout. And so I'm afraid, because I feel like I'm going to be using this all the time, like a lot of it's going to be fallout. I'm not going to get as much use out of the product. But I also know that maybe I wasn't using the right brush. Maybe I should use a softer brush to get it out, so that could be my problem. Again, I'm just saying, it's a beautiful highlighter. My other concern and problem is, and again, this isn't a big deal, is that the cheek palettes, I feel like for cheek products, for me, like I use big fluffy brushes, it's really hard to get an even distribution on my brush when I use with colors like this, and so I kind of gotta wiggle it or like scrunch it, and I don't like really doing that, so it's a little bit of a pain in the butt, but I can get around that. It's not a big deal. Again, that's just like a personal little nitpicking. That's the only problem I have with this palette. Everything else about this palette is phenomenal. The colors have great pigmentation. I love how everything plays together beautifully. And you'll notice with some palettes when you get like a collection like this, or you get a melange of different colors and cheeks and lips, you're getting one look, or you're getting colors that don't play together nicely, which means like you can maybe only use the bottom row, but it might go with the cheek, or maybe you can like use the transition color, you know, or you have to be a super expert to really get the most out of the palette for like a consecutive look. When I use eyeshadow palettes, I like to just use the only colors in that eyeshadow palette. I have so many eyeshadow palettes, I have so many single-use eyeshadows, and I don't have a real convenient way to put on my makeup yet because I don't have an area set up for it. It's all kind of like in boxes in my bathroom until I get my vanity set up. So I like to be able to just grab one palette and be able to do my entire eye look with that. And if I can also get like a highlighter or a cheek color in that as well, that's amazing. And that's one of the things that I really love about this palette. All of the colors, all of the products are so smartly chosen. This is a beautifully curated set of colors. It's going to look beautiful on dark skin, it's going to look beautiful on light skin, it's going to look beautiful on light pinky skin like me. You know, like this is just a beautiful palette that's going to work with a majority of skin tones. A majority if you look better in cool tones. These are beautiful for you. If you look better for warm tones, this is good for you. This blush seems to be a very universal shade of blush. The highlighter is beautiful. You can use it on your as your eyeshadow. You can use this as well for I mean, like everything plays together beautifully. You could only just have this palette and do your entire face and look and get so many different looks and use so many different combinations of the colors. And I think that is so smart, and I am so happy about that. Because again, a lot of times some of the palettes that I use, they're a beautiful selection of colors, they're really smartly chosen, but some of them don't play well together. And there might be a color missing, I don't know why, there might be a color missing that that you have to go into like a single eyeshadow or go grab another, you know, like another like quad or another palette. And this one you don't have to. This is like an end-all be-all if you're traveling and you don't want to take a bronzer and a blush and a highlighter and your eyeshadows. You could literally just pack this and some mascara and maybe like a face powder and go, like depending on how much face makeup you wear. This is so beautifully curated, and so like in that alone, even if the product wasn't very good, I'd be like, this is amazing. But the product, like if you're unfamiliar with Tarte products or you've never used a lot of Tarte products before, the quality of their products is exceptional. All of their eyeshadows I've used, anything I've used from them, pretty much anything I've used from them, I've always been super duper duper proud of, happy of, loved, been worth the investment. And I know a lot of times when they do collaborations, when different companies do collaborations, sometimes the companies will skimp or try to like get like their product cheaper. I know that there was a controversy with the Jaclyn Hill Becca eyeshadow palette, which is really sad, and I know that was out of Jaclyn Hill's hands, and I think she handled it beautifully. But like with this, it's, you know, the same quality of Tarte cosmetics that I've used before, and it's curated by Bunny, so I knew that the colors were going to be something that I loved. And overall, everything has been really top-notch. So I absolutely love this palette. I've been using it all the time. I just got a bunch of other palettes too. I got the Lorac Pro Palette 3. I just got the Modern Romance palette from Anastasia. I've been thinking about maybe getting the Natasha Denona palettes. I haven't decided if I want to make that investment. But this palette, like, I'm like, why did I get those other palettes? This one is incredible, but I love the other palettes. But that's another video. But this is phenomenal. If I were to give this a grade, I would give this an A+. And it is so hard for eyeshadow palettes to get an A+ for me. So this is definitely an A+. If I could grade it higher, I would. So if you've been on the fence about it, I know this is a limited edition run. If you've been thinking, maybe I should get it, maybe I don't, you should get this, and you should get it fast, because this is already sold out on Tarte.com. I don't know if it's still available at Ulta. I don't know when it's going to be available at Sephora. Like, just if you have the opportunity to buy this, get it, definitely, because you're going to miss out on an amazing palette. So anyway, that's my review. Super awesome. Definitely recommend. Alright, thanks so much for watching this video. I hope it helped. I hope you liked it. Again, like a big shout out to Graveyardgirl and Tarte for putting together an amazing product. Thank you so much. I'm so happy to have this as part of my collection. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you didn't, I'm so sorry you wasted your time looking at my weird shaped head. But if you did enjoy this video, I would love it if you could be a like and a subscriber. I think my only subscriber right now is my mom, so hi Mom. But I would love to be able to share more videos with you guys because I'm super loving makeup and I just like to talk. So I like to talk to people and I'd love to continue to talk to you guys about it. So again, thank you so much. Have a great day, weekend, life, month, year, whatever. Just have a good time, happy time, healthy time. All right, bye.